And we're back. We're back, everybody, boys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Welcome back to our oasis on the YouTube channel, where we get away from all the noise and news and such of the world and just hang out for a couple hours and talk about cards and papers and all that kind of stuff. That's what we do here. We aren't planning on teaching you anything, but you might learn something. But I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette, and I'm always so glad to see you guys in the chatterbox, having a good time catching up. And I've been catching up with Amy's wares and her very, very, very clever daughter. She likes birds, and so I'm hoping we get birds tonight on the wheel. If you are joining us tonight because you were here last week for the first time to see Sue Smallkreider, by the way, what a rock star. She did a great job, and I loved all her stories, didn't you? I think you did. Anyway, if you're coming back to see round 2, we appreciate you coming. And if you are here to cheer on Amy and Rye, her daughter, well done. Thank you for being their friends, and we appreciate you being here too. What this show is, in a nutshell, is the ultimate original paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday evening. And when we are here, where should you be? You should be right here with us, because we always leave a seat for you, because we love you at our worldwide, huge, massive crafting table. So come on in, bring a friend, bring your husband. It's fine. We're just here to have a good time and talk about fun things like cards. Yeah, all those good things. Like I said, we're not planning on teaching anything, but I often have said, but you might learn something or pick something up if you pay attention. If you were enjoying those cards, those were 407 cards from last week's contributions. That was fun. Boppo, that was a great time. You did great. It was wonderful. Interjection was fun. This time or a little later this time last week, we were going, interjection? What is an interjection? And now all of a sudden we know. So thank you so much for just buckling down and getting that done. We're going to talk about this in a few minutes, but I don't want to forget. We now have 57,927 card contributions that we have gotten over the 5+ years that we've been here. And we did a little bit of math. This is Mary Math, but it's also aided by Mr. Producer, which means if everybody's took 30 minutes, which I don't think is probably accurate, but if everybody took 30 minutes to make those 57 plus cards, almost 58,000 cards, that represents, are you ready? 3.3 years of continual work. I know. That's a jaw drop. Mic drop. Mr. Mike is connected, so he will not drop, but it would be a mic drop at this point right now. Does that get us? I mean, I want to do that interjection. Whoa! That's right, Allie Cope. So well done, guys. Way to spend your time reasonably and doing something really nice to make the world cuter. I appreciate you. We do have 9 videos this week. I have not had a chance to see them all, but I have seen many, and I really enjoyed them. I plan on seeing them all. Thank you so much for doing that. Let's pull back the curtain on Mr. Producer, his bony little hand. How's it doing tonight? Oh, he's got the cat. Well, he's got double duty. He's having to scratch Kerwin, too. So, Kerwin likes to show up over there. He knows he can't be over here, so. Oh, that little guy. I told him this morning, when I woke him up from his nap on my bed, I said, I am so glad that I can wake you up and you're not angry. When he wakes me up, I grab the squirt bottle. I don't even have to squirt him, though. All I have to do is grab for it and he runs off. So I was thanking him because he doesn't squirt me with cat juice or something. I don't know. Hiss? I don't know. So he's a good kitty. Paper Ganza, by the way, if you weren't here last week, is sold out. So thank you so much for joining us. 128 guests of good. It's going to be fantastic. We thank you so very, very much. We'll see about next year. I know there's already people saying, I want to be there. So we'll see about next year. We got to get this one done first. Congratulations, Crafty Al, on your 9th anniversary at YouTube. I'm real proud, and I'm so glad that you are a part of our world, too. I did watch your video this morning, you and Presley. That was a lot of fun. And I saw a lot of our friends, our crossed friends there. So that was neat. Congratulations. Here's to 9 more happy years. One little note, I do want to say, I get a lot of notes and messages about people and where they are in life. And I know you guys are having some times going on in your life. So thank you for letting us be a part of your world. Why would that make me get choked up? I know. Oh, okay. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, we'd appreciate that. Now we call them Vinnies because of our friend May. And her husband, who sits there and goes, give me those thumbs up. We need some thumbs up. We got 100 million people watching us, and only 199 of you have given us a thumbs up. So give those a
Make
thumbs
sure you
ups
like
for
the
us.
video, please. Give us those thumbs up.
That's the one. We'd like to say something nice to our spin sponsors this week because they're wonderful. These are great companies that come and say, yep, you can give away our stuff to some of your people in your community and your culture that send in cards. This month, we get to say thank you to Karen Burniston. Sue did a great job of representing her last week. She will be at Paper Ganza, too. I'm really looking forward to meeting her. Trinity Stamps, it's their 6th birthday, and what a nice company they are. We love them so much. Tanisa will be with us, too. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared of saying this wrong. Paper Crafter Stamps. Pajama Crafter Stamps. I'm traumatized. But there is no such thing as bad advertisement. Mr. Producer's over there going, no, pajama crafter. I even got some products for them. So if we got Ocean tonight, I am set. Thank you so much, Joy. Joy. That's your name, isn't it? Oh my gosh. So, my little brain is just on overdrive. I'm sorry. Pajama Crafter Stamps. Pajama Crafter Stamps. For all the times I've said it wrong. Pajama Crafter Stamps. Maybe I'll come up with a poem. But I could destroy that too. Anyway, thank you so much. We do appreciate our spin sponsors. They're nice to have, and sometimes I even get their name straight. So we are not sponsored by any of those wonderful companies, and hopefully Pajama Crafters will be back. But we are sponsored by our wonderful members. We have a membership site over on craftroulette.live. You can learn all about how to support us through that. And in return, we give you extra credit, extra bonus points, all the points you want, I will give you. But we do have some bonus content over there that you might enjoy, including a card exchange. And June's card exchange birthday members, there were so many. I read half of them last week, and I'm going to read that other half tonight. Happy birthday to our June card exchange member, Allie Cope. Extraordinaire moderator as well, I may say, when she's not out in the woods with the bears camping. Happy birthday, Amy Jess, Angie Downs, Betsy Durnan. Oh, I've met her before. Caprice Lujan. I'm not sure. Kathy Christians. I've had the pleasure of meeting her on Zoom calls. Cindy Corny Dog Elkins. You have to say that with her Arkansas accent. Cindy Corny Dog Elkins. Deborah Norris. Elena Warstein. I've met her many times on Zoom calls. Erica Most. I think she's in here as America Most. Going to meet her this summer. And her favorite daughter as well. And our statistician. Happy birthday to Gloria Davis. You guys are wonderful. You may get a card someday soon. It may be later, too. I don't know. It'll be a surprise. We also have 4 new members for our membership group. We would like to welcome Ken Chen. Chen. I'm sorry, Ken. We welcome you, though. See, you could be Ken Papercrafter. I would, anyway. Carrie McKillian. Thank you so much. Terry K. Moose Beach Designs, who will be joining us at Paper Ganza from Honduras, and Deborah Noss. Thank you guys so much for becoming members. I hope you have fun looking over at all the bonus contents, including a new member show that is open for everybody that we filmed just last week. It was a lot of fun. All right, Mr. Mike, I did change his clothes. He's looking mighty fine. You have anything to say? He is the man of all words and the man of no words. We never know what he's thinking. We also have, he's got a beautiful little starry tog on tonight because the stars are out. Amy's here with her daughter. And then we also have merchandise, like beautiful decoy duck shirts. We also have some stamps and dies over in our merch shop, or our shop. And there is a some collab products with Trinity as well. So check all those things out, and we would appreciate your support. All right, now, I did a lot of talking. I hope these two girls are ready to talk for me from Michigan. Amy Wares and her beautiful daughter, Rye. Welcome.
Hi.
We got the confetti going for you, Rye. Well, this is not your first time, Amy. Not at all. You were just here in February, and you said to me, "Hey, Mary, are you going to do the daughter-mother thing again?" I said, "Oh, I don't know. And then I talked, and you were talking about Allison Haikila and how she had a daughter, and she crafted with her, and I knew she was coming on, but I didn't know if she was going to be good or not. But she was great, and so I went, okay, well, let's go ahead and try it. So it was a great month in May, and then you emailed me almost, I could feel the tears in the email going, I can't do it in May. I can't do it in May. So I said, no problem. I've got this date in June. I need it filled. Would you be able to do that? You said, sure. And then we ended up having Brennan on during May. So that was, it worked out beautifully. So thank you so much for your encouragement and your inspiration. Now, for those who have not met you, let's give you a chance to have a few words, and I'll take a drink.
Okay. Well, I'm Amy from Amy's Wares. I have a YouTube channel. I make cards. This is my beautiful daughter, Rye. She is nearly 15. My pride and joy. So she's extremely crafty and artistic. Blows me away on the regular. And yeah, we're happy to be here. So thanks for having us.
Well, she's she knows a lot of things that are going on in life too. She's learning how to drive. She's in a show, and she wants to be an ornithologist. So she and I were talking about birds before the show started. She's very knowledgeable. But I'm going to give you a chance to tell about your own story, Miss Rye.
Okay. Hi, I'm Rye. I would consider myself sort of artsy. Probably I like crafting. I like to make cards for my friends and family when it's like their birthday, or make a thank you card or something. But I also like to draw, and I do theater and orchestra.
Oh, to have your youthful energy and freedom of time. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, you are, I'm looking forward to spending the evening with you very much. And I actually found a bag of old cards that I had drawn 1970s. So I may pull one out because they're all drawn. It was before I stamped. So maybe I'll pull a couple out and show you. They're pretty weird, but that's okay.
I would not be surprised if she does a lot of her own drawing. That's typical.
I'd love that. I love that. Well, we do want to get on with the show. We've got a lot of achievements to celebrate and things like that, and we want to know what Mr. Wheel has for us. This is your first time. I know your mom probably told you lots about the show. You've probably even seen her on the show. But did you have a question for me?
Can I ask Craft Roulette?
What is Craft Roulette? Well, let's find out. We don't have it in Spanish, but we can find out in English. What is Craft Roulette? We'll be right back. So nice to have you.
Did somebody ask what Craft Roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on. but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like Guest's Choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too.
Everyone is invited to join in the fun.
We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
270 is just about to close out. Man, that was a good week. There are just some weeks I would like to just stay on, but then time marches on and Mr. Wheel wants to spin again. So we have to stay current. But that means we right now have 407 cards from last week. So 57,927, 3.3 hours of continuous card making if you only spent 30 minutes on each card. Look at you guys all over the world. You are precious to us. Thank you so much for joining us. Invite a friend. We have room. We have lots of room for some more friends to join us. There's my card. I had the super glue guys, and we had A7 for a project size, 5x7. We had 1980s colors. You guys did great. It's so much fun. Interjection. We had them all over the place. Some of them were small and quiet, but very present, and then some of them were really big. I liked all the ways you chose to use interjection, and then you had an arch to be included. And I think some of you realized how many arches there are in a card. There were just like multiple arches. You didn't even have to plan for it. They just kind of showed up in a stencil or a letter or something. It was great fun. You did great. If you haven't gone over to craftroulette.live and enjoyed that gallery, I really encourage you to do so. I want to spend some more time there. It was fun. It was fun. Thank you so much. Now we're going to invite Rye and Amy back over to join us in the corner. There they are. They're going to have to be really... Oh, we have one more card. I'm sorry. Sue Small Crater's card. And she ended up making a second one of these with a process video. That was her card. She was a lot of fun to have on the show. She's a nice lady. I hope you check out her YouTube channel if you haven't. I know a lot of you subscribed. That was cool. Thank you so much. Okay, are you guys... Are you cozy enough?
We're cheek to cheek here.
Dancing cheek to cheek. That's pretty
that's
darn
from
cute.
your songs you have to play.
Is it? All right. Good.
Yeah.
It's a good song. Good song. Well, like I said, we have a lot to celebrate around here, and we do love to celebrate our contributions and contributors. So we're going to make it pretty fast. Listen fast to your names, and probably just do first name. So hope you know your first name. That's a lot easier than saying both names. I hope that's the hard part. All right, on your marks, get set. Welcome our first timers. This is the hardest card, and there were 7 of you. Ken from Taiwan.
Wow. That's so cool. That's really cool.
Michelle, Virginia. Dang. Judy, Colorado.
Beautiful colors.
Mindy, Pennsylvania.
Nice.
That 1980s vibe. Terry K. Moose Design, Beach Designs. Alexa, Tennessee.
Love that. Hippie vibe.
Janice?
Yeah.
Janice, Michigan.
Michigander.
Well done, guys. Welcome and come back again this week and many, many more times. Our major milestone achievers, 25 cards, Jody. Diane.
Aw.
Yeah. KC from Arizona, 50 cards.
50 cards, huh? Wow.
Stormy, 50.
Awesome.
Heather from the UK.
I love all that white space.
Adelaide from Germany, 50 cards. You rock. Trudy Foy, 50.
Very cool.
Wendy Smith, California, 75. 75, Jessica B.
That's the stamp of Mary.
Bonnie, 75. That's pretty. Renee, 75.
Love that color scheme. Yeah.
Suna from New Zealand. Cute. Suzanne, 75. Shannon from Texas. Christy, 75. What happened 75 weeks ago? Amy Powers, 75, and she has a great video on that one.
Great.
Debbie from Wisconsin. Margie from Kentucky. Here come our mug clubbers. 100 cards for my friend Sue. Well done, Sue. Mary Cobberstad, 100 cards.
This year, take it out.
Susan Hughes, 100 cards. MTV. Rachel in Scotland. Roulette Robot will be heading your way. Susan Rushton, Mug Club. Way to celebrate. Cindy Corny Dog Elkins, 100 cards.
Nice.
Brian Dickey was with us so early. Well done, Brian, for sticking to us. Megan, 125 cards. Alicia, 125.
Looks like Pete Mondrian. Cool.
Kim Bright, 175.
Pretty.
Amy Prather Smith. Linda Gorman, congratulations on 200 cards, and bless your little darling heart. Our leading ladies this week: Christina Brome, 229. Smurf Murphy, 231. Jackie Jackpot Muller, 232. Kathy Herring, 235.
Oh, I like the tie-dye.
5K now, 6K Lamone, 237 with a video. And Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis is our leading lady with 248 consecutive weeks. Whoa.
Wow. All the cards.
Congratulations. Wow, that's a lot of achievers. It really is. I love our parades, though. And there was one little glitch with Vicky Ruda is still a leading lady that just didn't get in there correctly. So congratulations again to all you mug clubbers. There were like 7 new mug clubbers. Right, that means they have sent in 100 contributions. 100. Wow. Do you remember in school they have like 100 days? Did you have that in school?
Right. Were you dressed up like 100-year-old?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? No.
Yeah.
I think you did it. You were very little.
Yeah. When you've been in school 100 days, then the kids sometimes dress up like an old person with little tiny walkers and gray hair and look a lot like me. They always wondered at school who I was. Well, who are you? I see you're dressed up as an old person today. Who are you really? No. Anyway, but yep. So 100 cards, 100 days, that's just a lot of time. It's pretty darn impressive, and we're real glad to have that happen. That closes out last week. Do you think you would have liked those parameters, the interjection and everything?
I do. Yeah. I really like the 80s color theme, too. I would have had fun with that.
Yeah. Well, they're off the wheel, so we're not going to get them tonight, but we're going to we're going to find out what we're going to get here in just a moment. If we get the parameters on the board, please, Mr. Producer. Here they come. Okay, this is when it starts getting real. Oh, I forgot, didn't I? Oh. There we go. Ha, ha, ha. We are going to be taking a couple of those parameters off before we spin, and that is because we offer a poll to our members each week, and if they remember to vote, they get to vote off one of those parameters in each column. So let's find out what they voted off for project this week. I hope it's not a 9. Thank you card, thanking of you, saying hi, or best wishes. Best wishes? Are we a grumpy bunch? Not wanting to send best wishes
for you? None.
Just I don't know, bad wishes? Worst wishes? But
Grumpy
whatever.
We're
going to take that one off. That will mean that we don't have to make a best wish card. You can if you want to. There's no
Daddy's in there.
parameter that says no best wishes or worst wishes. So we will take that one off the board. Let's see what colors are going to be taken off. That is funny that it was so many. Summer vacation, on the ground, globe, or park. Now this one surprised me. I thought you would go for on the ground, but you chose globe with 49%. So globe colors we do not have to use this week. For element, will you get your way if you voted? In the sky, sleep, sleeps, sleeping rhymes with ack or ocean. Nobody wants to go to sleep. It's summer, daylight savings time. We want to stay up late, right? Oh, it's so hard. It's like, I'm so sleepy, but it's still light. That one's off the board. We don't have to worry about sleep, sleeps, sleeping. And for random, what did the members vote off? Ocean's still on, though. That's good. Faux leather, thread or twine, a black and white image or feather. It's the Gina K's favorite, faux leather, but it's off the board for this week. We like to save it for Gina.
That's her favorite?
Not really, but she did it on her first show on Craft Roulette.
Okay.
And she stamped a stool. And so, yeah, it's one of those Craft Roulette lore kind of things.
Okay.
This is the time where we ask you, would you like to veto something?
Yes. We would like
What's on your list?
What was it again? The easel card.
Easel card it is.
Sorry, number 20 in the project.
There it is, number 20. It's off. That means you can still make an easel card. There's no such thing as a parameter that says no easel card. So, but you don't have to make an easel card, which I think a lot of people are probably pretty glad that you chose that. Now, this is the thing. If we land on number 1, guest choice, you guys get to choose out of that column. So we like to see where you would put your chips if we land on number 1. Which would you choose for a project like we don't know?
We would choose number 7, A2.
Saw that one coming a mile away. You got that last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you didn't fuss.
No, sure didn't.
For colors, you'd like the 1980s, but is there something that would make you happy tonight?
Aquarium colors. Also number 7.
Yeah, I thought that's funny that number 7 seems to be your favorite. Maybe it'll be your lucky number. Aquarium colors could be very, very pretty. Yep. And for element, what would you like?
Rye also chose that one, which is again number 7, spiral.
Birds for element.
Oh, sorry, element.
That's.
Well, now you know. Secrets out. What my next one is.
I knew the answer.
Number 7, elements, birds.
And then for random, you're number 7, right across the board, spirals. Were you able to see all of the parameters on your computer, or no? It just turned out that you liked the 7.
Yeah, that was coincidence.
And that's supposed to be a lucky number, so maybe we have had up to 2 guest choice before. Are you feeling like you might get your way on all 4?
Well, and it's Friday the 13th, and I consider 13 a lucky number, so the stars could align. We could see.
That's true.
Yeah.
We started on March 13th in 2020, like the worst day of the last decade. So it doesn't scare me either.
Hmm?
Well, let's see what we get. Well, let's give them a warm up. I think that would be a great card. I do. And I hope you get it. I could see one in my head right now. Okay, for a project, will we get a 2? Rolling 7s, Miss Spanky. Rolling 7s. Not tonight. Number 23, matchbook card. We will talk about these. If you don't know what they are, don't worry. 4 colors. You probably don't even know what a matchbook is. 3 park colors. That could be kind of aquarium kind of colors, especially if it's an aquarium park. 4 element. Will we get birds? I think that would be nice, Mr. Wheel. It's not looking good though. Number 11, keys. Keys it is. And for random, do birds use keys? You could have a bird with a key with a bird on the end of it.
Or the flying keys from Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. Pros might collect keys.
Curved and straight.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, your brains are already starting, but I've got a speech to give for Pete's sake. So I'm going to let you have a minute to even think some more about those parameters. This is a challenge. If you choose to accept it, this tape will not destroy after 60 seconds. But if this is a challenge, and we just love to have you participate. Like you saw, we have a lot of people, 407 last week. My gosh. And we would love to see what you come up with these 4 parameters. We say this is your art project. We're not going to tell you what to do or what to use. It's your artistic expression, how you will put those 4 parameters together. You can use the parameters very sneakily. You can barely fit them in, or you can make them a focal point. You can make them very literally expressed, like HEY Google. What are some park colors? And HEY Google may give you some amusement park colors. He may give you, or she, is he, I don't know what they are. Or that might be a winter scene park, or it might be a park in summer with lake and all that kind of thing. We don't know. It could be very literal, or it could be just your choice. It could be very artistically interpreted, and all the points in between. Matchbook card, we're going to talk about that one. I think that one's probably the scariest. We don't mind if this is your first card. We would be honored to receive your first card in our gallery, or it can be your 10 millionth card, or anywhere in between. We just love to have you participate and have a minute or 30 minutes of making a card and joining us. We also have contributors of all ages. We've had them as young as 3, and I'm not sure how old our oldest has been, but I think it's been pretty far up there. You can make your project very classic and simple, or you can make it as highly interactive as you want. You can have all the bells and whistles. You can call Amanda Stevens and say, ship me a bunch of lights. I want to make a special card. It would be fine. But you don't have to. You can make it very classic and wonderful. Matchbook is open to size, too. It does need to be handcrafted, and it does need to be family friendly. We do have children here, and I personally have a very low tolerance for anything that is not very family friendly. So that is that. And if you want to know which family it is, it's my family. It has to be the deciding factor. All right. One per person. We'll tell you later how to be a part of this challenge. So matchbook cards, if you don't make a lot of fancy folds, Amy, do you know what a matchbook card is?
I have my note sheet from last time where I put the instructions on how to make a matchbook card. So I'll have to help Rye a little bit, I think, but we're yeah.
Have you ever seen a matchbook, Rye? Do you know what you have? Because they used to have them.
Yeah, just a matchbook. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen them when I'm camping to make a fire, but
Oh, there you go. Oh, you camp too. A lot of people probably don't see them. They used to have them at restaurants and all sorts of things when they had smoking inside, but now they don't allow smoking inside, so they don't have matchbooks all over the place. But yeah, we'll show you how a classic matchbook card is. That would be another thing. If you don't know what a classic matchbook card is, you can always say HEY Google, show me a matchbook card. But you can do an A2, or you could also have a matchbook on a card. We're open for that too. If you want to make like a small matchbook and put it on an A2 card or an A9 card, because I know you're all dying for that, you are welcome to do that. So it's not, we ask that you tell us how you've justified the parameters, but there's not just, it doesn't all have to be that single matchbook fold. And I'll show you what that is in a few minutes. Park colors. What does your park look like in your beautifully well-kissed brain?
Just greens, browns, probably.
Any little cardinal reds around in the trees?
Or flowers. Flowers could be any color.
Yes. And so you don't have to take the green and make it the main thing either. You get to decide whether you want to have the red cardinal be your main color or whatever, and then just have some green in the background, or all sorts of. I've got some beautiful flowers that are blooming now. It's such a nice time of year with the pretty flowers. So park, I'm not sure where your parks are or what they look like. It could be a skateboard park. Or a soccer park or something along a baseball park. So you could have some different color parameters or looks than just a classic, oh, I've got to make this green and it has to be the green on the bottom, it has to be blue sky. It doesn't have to be a park. It just has to be inspired by park colors. And that's up to you.
Lauren had a good idea. She said colorful playground in a park.
Oh,
that
that's
opens
a really
up
good
a bunch
idea.
of colors too. Good idea, Lauren.
Park benches, recycled plastic. They sometimes have like
Irene, South
ahead.
Park TV. Irene wrote South Park TV show colors. That's smart. That's super primary, bright colors too.
Playground park. Disney is an amusement park.
Yeah, all the colors there.
So you could pick out a particular ride that you like and make those your colors of choice. I don't know. What were you saying for keys? What were your thoughts?
There's a lot of key activity in the chat room.
I'm very thankful for that, y'all. I'm very thankful because that key was one I was secretly hoping not to get. So I'm appreciating these ideas.
I like Allie's hockey.
Oh, hockey, yeah.
Hockey.
Mom seemed to like the monkey, but I was thinking about maybe taking it literally and doing like a crow, like maybe holding a key, because they like to collect little shiny things. So
yeah, and I have seen little birds at gift shops and things, and they'll have something hanging from their beak, little finches and things.
Yeah,
yeah. So you could always have a little sign hanging from with a key on it.
Yeah,
that's a really good idea. Florida keys.
Florida keys, keynote speaker, keystone.
Pianos have keys.
Hole.
Key lime pie.
Oh yeah, music for key.
Yeah.
Yep.
Keys on a computer.
Do
keyboard.
alien ships have keys? I'm sure.
Door locks use keys.
Cheese vaults.
Oh, hey, Mary Kay's here from A Colorful Life Designs. Hey, Mary Kay.
Hey, hi, Mary Kay.
Mimi's here. Ryan calls her Mimi.
Aw, well, you were saying she's like a mother to you, so that makes sense.
She's another grandma.
Keyboard, key locks, looking through the keyhole. So it doesn't have to be key. It can be something related to keys. Key to your heart. That's sweet. Yep.
I thought of one that's obscure. I'm not sure how I could do it, but it's spelled Quay, like the keys in Ireland, like over there's like certain geographical locations. It's spelled like quay, but it's pronounced key.
There's a
Not that
section
I could-
in Kansas City called the River Key.
Yeah. Yeah.
Spelled that way. Yeah, but typewriters have keys. Pianos, all those things. Keys. So it could be musical. It could be doorish. You could have a front door if you know that it has a key.
Mm-hmm.
So, or you could use a key as a technique. Maybe you have a key that you could rough up some paper with or use on a gel print.
That's smart.
Yeah. So
Okay,
there's
Jen.
things like that too. That's kind of cool. Curved and straight, we'll just have to have, that's not going to be hard. So we got one that's a given. Unless all of your lines are straight, then you're going to be in trouble. Or if all of your lines are curved, then you'll be in trouble. But if you make enough straight lines, you get some curves. Remember those needle things? Or, when you have the thread going back and forth and they're all straight lines, but then they get in. So, but yeah, you just have to have a variety of lines there. So that's not a problem.
Do you want to demonstrate how to make a matchbook card base really fast?
Why, sure. I'd be delighted to do that.
So we get a little extra time. I'll switch it down.
My fan.
So you can zoom in a little bit up there.
Okay.
And then just do it.
Does it have to be that big?
Well, this
Don't you have a die?
no, but this is it's just a half sheet of cardstock the long way, and then just
So I
where
did
you
it
square it, and then
yep,
it like hooks into it.
exactly.
It's really easy.
I did it the long way. Now I'm kind of too far
Has,
in.
like, the
Whoopsie.
row box inside of it?
No, it's
So-
not a matchbox. It's a matchbook.
Oh,
So
it's
this
like the one
part
that-
would just go over and it wouldn't get clear to the bottom.
You might zoom that in a little bit now.
Now I can zoom
This
in.
will just fold over, and then it'll like hook in there.
And then this
It's like leave that
can
piece
come
down.
up and you can staple it or you can do a bow or something, holes with bows or some such thing so that it catches. But you could do itty bitty ones on a bigger one. It could get very fun that way. You can do all sorts of good things.
Do you
So-
guys see that well enough?
Yep.
yeah.
I don't have any measurements,
I
but
do if anybody wants them.
this is 1 inch. Let's see, 1 inch and 6 1/4. That was just eyeballing. But what do you have?
I have, so you basically cut the piece of cardstock the long way, so 11 by 4 1/4 inches, and then you score at 4 3/4 inches and at 10 inches. And then you just, staple or adhere down the 1 inch fold.
I don't know where my scoring thing is. Yeah, and then you can even punch
Basically
holes
exactly
in
what you just
here or
did.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could make it different though. You can make a variety of ways. You can do it upside down too, so that it looks like that, which is fun. You can do what you want. We're not going to tell you. So, all right. Does that help, right? And everybody in the chatterbox?
Yep.
Yeah, we don't want anybody
I'm good.
keying anybody's car, Susan. But that, oh my gosh, if you didn't see Amanda Stevens' car card this week, woo, you need to check it out. It was good.
She's
It was
amazing.
good. You wouldn't even want to key that card. It was so good. All right. Well, if you have some ideas, and you're going to fit your bird in with the key?
I'm actually not going to do the crow idea anymore.
You're going to surprise us.
Maybe.
She's got ideas.
I bet
think we're
she
good.
does. Okay. And you're kind of comfortable with the matchbook idea. And the part colors don't have you've got something you can do with that. And curved and
Got it.
straight. So that'll be easy. Okay.
Yep.
Well, if you're comfortable, you're the people I care about. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I can figure out something.
We'll get through it. We'll figure it out.
We will. We're going to win this thing yet. So let's take a break and get our things while you watch something about something. Shall we?
Okay. Sounds good.
All righty. What is in review? In review, our craft roulette. On Wednesdays, tune in, don't forget. 3 acts await, each night anew, with fun and creativity just for you. Act 1, Mail Call, a joy to see your lovely letters sent with glee, snail mail shared with hearts so true, your crafty spirit shining through. Act 2, Card Showcase, a deep dive, random picks that come alive, discussing love for each design, crafted cards that truly shine. Act 3, Whodunit game, detectives call, catch Miss Mary in her crafty thrall, a mystery unfolds, a clue to chase, find the card she tries to case. Guess the crafter, be quick, be smart, reveal the one who played their part. In live chat, declare your clue, solve the case, and win a prize too. Live on air with Mary Gun Fun, crafting joy for everyone. Join us live, be part of the show, in review, where creativity flows. Craft Roulette, a fun-filled sight. Wednesdays await with crafty delight. Subscribe now, don't delay. In review, a crafty play. Send your mail, crack the case. In our world, joy finds its place. Join the fun. Let's craft together for happily ever after, now and forever. Okie dokie. I've got a pile of stuff on my desk. Can I make a card out of the pile of stuff? I don't know. Maybe. I think so. Play equipment. This is still from last week's in review. I almost got to the point today because I was busy today. I took a little ride over to see my new grandson, LD, with my other grandson, JD, each chocolate. And we had just a lovely afternoon together. But, so I got back here and there was just stuff everywhere. And I thought, if it worst thing that happens, I just dump it all in a laundry basket and start over. So I'm okay. But, so I still have something from Wednesday night on my desk. So I'm going with it. And so that's going to be like down there just for in this little catcher part. Then I have a piece of green park stuff. I have this to make something on. And then I pulled out my Colorful Life Design stencils because Mary Kay's here. And because Amy does a lot of work for her on her beautiful stencils. And because Mary Kay's a great friend of Craft Roulette, and I like to support her. And I actually know the name of her company. So that is important too. Let's see. I'm not sure what I'm going to use now. And then I also have some, this is where I put my samples. I also have some, I'm not sure which one to use because they're all good. Ooh, maybe I'll use that one for like a sunrise. I also have a stamp of a bird because I think Rye is being very brave and joining us tonight. And I want to give a little nod to her as a aspiring artist. So, an LD. Well, we'll probably. I don't know. Do we need an LD counter? No. I don't think so. But maybe I could do that on this green, and that might look kind of cool, like a green tree background. Where'd the bird go? There's the bird. I did this bird early in the Craft Roulette world life. So I am going to make him hold a sign like I was saying. and he will have a key on it. That's my plan. So whether that all goes to... This is an old stamp set. It was before we had stencils. And so this is what we did, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. In the olden days, we would make our own stencils to color our own things. So that's how we did it. I'll probably use it tonight. And then I already conveniently have my little matchbook card. And he can be all sorts of colors because he's just that kind of bird. He's a bird of many colors and talents. So are you guys good with these? Chatterbox, are you thinking this is an okay kind of set of parameters? I like it better than I did about 5 minutes ago. True to form. Is that, you know what I mean? You get them, you go, I got nothing. I don't like it. I don't know why I have this show. I don't know. And then you start thinking about it and you go, oh, I like it. I think we're going to be okay. So I'll have to figure out some good park colors for my little birdie. Tina, what was Tina saying? LD could be something to wash down the JD down. There you go. But Mr. LD is 3 weeks old now, and he's just precious. He's just as precious as can be. He's gaining weight and getting tall and doing all the things he's supposed to do. We're just really happy
We're going to pull a Michigan left and bring Michigan back.
Hi.
All right. Now, you girls are going to have to really share your space.
Yes. We
Yeah.
might kind of take turns. Bride's grabbing some stuff. So she just made her own little fun-sized matchbook card here on her own.
Nice.
I went with the dimensions we kind of talked about. But I'm just going to adhere this down with some tear tape here and get this going. But I have some ideas. I'm winging it. This is the most challenging parameters I think I've had on the show so far.
Yeah, they're a little bit. Yeah, I can see why.
But
keys.
Let's see if I messed this up.
Keys kind of worried me when I put it on there because I couldn't think of too many things. But
the chatterbox was immensely helpful.
Yes,
that was huge.
As usual.
Okay. All right, so I got my matchbook here.
There, you're halfway done.
I got it. Okay. Now, actually, I'm wondering.
Almost done already.
Well, I want to show you what I'm thinking here. I got this one little fancy palm, and then this adorbs little monkey. So I'm thinking that might be the route that I go. And then
purple monkey and a bubblegum tree.
My curly and straight, I'm thinking I might bring in some of this goodness. So I'm still working it out in my head.
Oh, that's a really good idea too. And where did you get that die set, Amy?
This is from Trinity Stamps. This is the Essentials 2 die set. I just got it. It's going to be like maiden voyage here.
But
how cool is this? So when Rye said she wanted spiral, I thought, well, that would be perfect for this. And it's got... This is what I'm really super excited about on this set. I haven't played with it yet, but this pop-up component for inside of a card, so cool. I'm really excited about that. So, yeah.
Yes. And I'm going to give a shout out to Tanisa at Trinity. She did offer our guests for this month a gift certificate to Trinity, which I thought was really very, very kind.
Yes.
And thank you so much for doing that. I thought it was her idea to do that, and she did it last time too. Man, that is just remarkable.
Very generous. Thank you so much.
Such a nice thing. So, yeah. And you know what? This little bird's got a lot of curly cues. And he's got lots of... Well, he doesn't... Yeah, he's got straight legs, and he has curved wings and things. So we're good. We're good. We got this guy taken care of. The random parameter is going to be done. Part colors, I don't know. Matchbook card, it's going to be done. Hey, this is coming together pretty fast. I think he'll be fine.
I'm going to show you what she's working on here.
Great.
Okay. So I'm going to use this stencil. This is kind of going to be my curvy and straight. What was the curvy and straight?
Curvy and straight. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a stencil from Colorful Life Designs. And I'm going to do, for my keys element, I'm going to do key lime pie. I'm going to do like a little drawing here. And here's my matchbook card, obviously. And then for part colors, I'm just going to do a bunch of greens all over.
Nice.
Right now, I'm going to color this here dark green.
That'll be good. That's a beautiful stencil. Good night.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. That's perfect. So it even looks like pie.
Yeah, it's really pretty. I'm going to make another stencil here for myself for coloring this little old bird.
She's going to pop in here.
Now, have you ever done a YouTube thing with your mom, Rai?
I think a long time ago we did some challenges for each other.
Uh-huh.
But I haven't since then, I don't think.
Yeah, and you also, well, Rylan is actually the reason that I took the step into making videos, because I don't even remember. I think I started my channel, it might have been around no, I can't remember. Anyway, before I started my YouTube channel, Rylan had done a video filming herself drawing. I think it was a dragon or something, and it was so cool. And she had done all the editing, and it was so easy for her to do that I was like, hey, I could do this. So she basically taught me how to do my first videos. So
That's pretty good.
If you enjoy my videos, you can thank Rai, because she's what encouraged me to take that next step with my card making. So
Well done, Rai.
yeah.
And as we talked about before the show, Rai asked me my favorite bird, and I said I have a weakness for robins. So I'm going to go with a robin.
American robins or European robins?
American, but those European ones are cute too.
Yeah.
We have a beautiful picture. I actually printed it on one of those metallic prints on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Rai photographed a European robin at Blarney Castle in Ireland a few years ago. It was such a good picture that we turned it into a metal print, and it's on the wall in our house. So
that's nice.
Super cute.
It's a good memory and a nice little nod to your daughter and all sorts of good stuff.
Yeah, and to Ireland.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Have you been to Ireland often? And is that homeland?
2 times. And we don't have any family there, but we went there the first time and we met friends there, and we came a second time and just met the same friends again.
Nice.
We stayed with them.
Yeah.
And Rai stayed in touch with the son all the years in between, and they would play video games and stuff like that. So. Okay, I'm going to come on for a little bit here and show you what I'm doing. So
Okay.
I stamped the little monkeykins. I'm trying to see if I'm on screen here. Okay, I stamped him a few times. I'm just going to color him with some alcohol markers. But I decided to grab my cloud edger as well, because I know I'm not going to be happy with all the just plain white space. So I want to create a little bit of a scene here with the cloud edger. This was actually my first ever stencil, what brought me to the colorful life.
A cloud stencil is that is one of those things that you got to have, I think. I remember getting my first one, and I thought it was magical.
And you can see, you can just create such natural looking clouds with it, and you can go heavy-handed or light-handed. Doesn't really matter, and you can just kind of create a really pretty subtle scene. See, this isn't going to take away from this at all.
Oh,
Now,
no. Oh, no. Mm-mm.
I'm debating on whether I want to come in with ink or just do residual on this. In typical fashion, I'm not even thinking about I'm not even thinking about a sentiment.
Oh, no.
But
That's
I know I need to.
That's so next thing.
Yeah. Just trying to think of where
I don't think
gonna
all cards need one.
That's true. I do have some in my stash that don't have a sentiment that I can either leave them that way or I can add a sentiment later, like kind of customize it. I do have a few of those.
Yes, you have your binders.
Yeah. Well, and I have boxes with finished cards, hundreds of finished cards. So I've got those as well.
Oh, good.
So this I'm just starting with the green. Oh, goodness. See, lumberjack. Y'all know how I do.
Oh, that looks beautiful already.
Too bad. I'm too rough. I'm not gentle. That's my problem. Too rough. So I call myself a lumberjack because
that's got some really fine areas too. So I can see where.
Yeah, but for most people it'd be fine if you don't come at it like you're swinging an axe or something like I do. Then it's fine. Yeah. Okay. The bottom
Sometimes I'll have little things that are sticking out and they cause you trouble.
Yeah. Trying to I might mask this up just a little bit. Rye's over there doing some ink blending with her beautiful stencil.
She went right to it. I love it.
Yep. She draws every single day. Like literally since she could draw, she's drawn every day of her existence. It's just it's her biggest outlet, I think.
It's a wonderful thing to do. And I know a lot of people say I can't draw. So are you one of those that say that?
Yes, I do say that. I did go to art college, but
You can draw, Mom.
She says I can. I don't think I can compared with her.
I just heard a terrible word.
What? Compared? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm delighted that she has surpassed me in ability.
Yeah,
it's a good thing when your kids do, you know.
It
but,
is.
I'm gonna just add a little bit of brown. I'm a little nervous though because I recently re-inked all my ink pads and they are seriously juicy. So I'm a little scared. Wish me luck.
I think you got this.
I'm trying to go. I don't know if any of you guys experience this, but I feel like there's a very short window in between with these ink pads. I feel like when you re-ink them, they're like too juicy for a minute and then they dry out. So finding that balance for me is a little bit of a struggle. Yes.
I always make sure it's really dry because I just want to put it off and put it off.
Yeah. I literally just sat there and like re-inked almost all of them. Rye wants to come back on and show something she's doing. So I'm going to switch.
Switch.
So I just finished stenciling. I'm going to take off the stencil now. And I put tape here to make sure none of it got onto this side. I should have done that with this because I got it over here. But so here's how it looks so far.
That's really pretty.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna draw a pie here.
Go ahead and stay there. You realize now I'm gonna want me some key. Oh, there is a piece of key lime pie in the freezer.
Oh no, we all at Craft Roulette. There's a lot of traditions, and one is we almost always talk about food. Almost always.
Or do you want to have Pop-Tarts?
Some way or other.
I think you're inspiring me to go after that piece of pie. Okay. I love me some key lime pie. My grandma and grandpa, when I was growing up, they would winter in Florida and they would come back with real key limes.
Uh-huh.
And my grandma would make proper key lime pie with like the true meringue, the way that they're originally made.
Yeah.
So I mix those.
When I used to look at recipe books, cookbooks, when I was pretty young, I remember seeing key lime pie photos and thinking that is the prettiest pie I think I've ever seen. And now I look back and go, that's because I like the colors of it. It was just something. It was just a early craft coloring experience. I think was going. Man, that is a beautiful pie.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever eaten it.
Really?
Really?
Oh my
Really?
God. You better change that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Even though I have curved and straight lines within this stencil, I'm still going to do this cool curly Q dye off screen, and I will.
Well, you can do more. It's just that you may have to make sure that you do at least one. So you're good. I'm trying to cut this little tail out. It's kind of like a loose tooth. Trying to figure out where it's still attached. Mary Kay, it sure is nice when I don't have to make my own stencils. Thank you.
I gotta show you guys how nice this just cut. Look at this gorgeous little curly Q.
That's going to be a really handy little die.
How cute is that?
You can use it a lot of ways.
Sorry, dropping little stuff all over you.
I don't know. I may have to do this and cut and just in pen. You know what? I'm going to. And the decision has been made. He's going to have a different colored tail. It's going to be a different texture, and I'm going to be okay with it.
That bird is so cute.
Yeah.
I've always liked him.
Want to switch with me a second?
Sure.
What you're talking about, Karen? Rye likes to name all the birds. Not individual names, so like per type of bird. So all the American robins are Karens. So
okay.
She'll walk around the neighborhood like screaming Karen, like because they're everywhere. Or there's what's the tufted titmouse? Timothy's are tufted titmouse, and cardinals are Michael if it's the male, and Alex if it's the female.
It is so handy that they look so different, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so big reveal moment, guys. Big reveal.
Okay, here it comes.
Isn't that amazing?
Aw, yeah, that is
You
good.
can see. And I'm working right on the card base here, so I'm conserving the paper, y'all. This is right in here. But I do think I'm going to, for my curvy and straight element, this is just fun. And I want to make sure that this is, for the recipient, clear that this is something different. So I think I'm going to use this just in white to kind of make that distinction that this is another layer, so they would know how to open it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do there.
I may have to refold. My card. Looking at the size of this bird, I may have to refold my my card to match the proportion better. And that's okay. I can do it.
It has raised about 30 degrees in temperature in this craft room.
Oh, gee.
It's the one drawback of this new house is I'm right above the garage. And obviously the garage isn't insulated, so it gets quite warm in here.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not complaining. I'm happy to have a space.
No, it won't be great in the winter because
then it's cold.
Colder, yeah. But
yep. Yeah, I thought the same thing, but I have a space heater at least for that. It's just the heat I struggle with just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's not even too bad here yet. So it's in the, like, really deep in the summer is when I struggle being in here. Okay.
That's why you take
I don't know if you guys saw what I did there.
Out in the other room and die cut.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I just, because I hate oozage, I have been, if I have something kind of fiddly like this, I will just put some glue and then have this little makeup sponge and then just pounce glue on the back. And then I just kind of fold this little piece over and set it aside.
Yeah, that's good.
So that's how I've been gluing things with minimal oozage.
Oozage.
Minimal oozage.
It's
I
a
don't
good
like the
word.
oozage. Yeah. That is definitely in the Amy's Wears vernacular.
Urban
Oozage.
Dictionary.
Oh,
Get it in there. I have submitted words to Urban Dictionary. I don't think they've been accepted. I don't know the rules. Maybe you have to
That's
have
a
a
good
whole bunch
idea.
of people saying, no, you got to accept this. I don't know.
you got to start a revolution on Craft Roulette. It all starts here. You got to get us all saying
they're
it.
they're craft roulette words. So yeah, like scute. Oh, that's scute, which
Yes.
is super cute or so cute.
Look at this. The other space. That'd be fun. You could pencil with
that's
that
something
or
to use too. Yeah.
use it for something fun. Okay, Rye, you want to come back while I pick out some markers?
You guys play nicely together.
Well, we are being filmed, so there is that.
Well, I remember that you don't say that you're a very tidy crafter, but you tidy as you go along. So are you tidying now, or are you
It's
just
not happening at the
going
moment.
for it?
It's
Okay.
a bit of a train wreck, but that's okay. We're making it work.
I was a little concerned that you were super crafter and being, oh, look at there. That looks delicious already. I like it.
Did you draw that?
Yeah.
Nice.
I am not surprised that he's just drawing whatever. I kind of figured that would happen.
That's
And
wonderful.
that's why I knew she'd be at such an advantage on this show. I'm like, whatever it is, you're going to be able to just draw it. So
Yep.
if we don't have a stamp for it, it's not going to be an issue.
Rye, do you keep a sketchbook or anything?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She kind of teeters in between. Like she'll go in phases where she'll do digital art or she'll paint or she'll do markers or colored pencils. But in the last, what would you say, like probably going on a year, you've really been honing in on your sketchbooks.
I haven't done digital art for a while.
Well, real hand art is so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Get
I'm going
this
to bring this up a
markers
little
out
bit.
here.
Pick out the colors you want.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying right now.
So if I bring this, if I cover that down, you're not going to be able to, let's see. What am I thinking? I'm going to straighten that one out. I'm going to shorten this one. Let's just shorten it. Shorten it and see where the chips lie. Because there's no particular size card that we have to worry about. And that's nice.
Yeah,
he fits that one better. So we can do that. We'll trim that down. We'll bring this up. Reconnoiter. We're good. We are crafters. We can do this. Miss Producer, is the Chatterbox doing all right?
I think so. They liked Rye's drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Good. They're smart that way. And he's going to hold a sign that has a key.
Nice. Kids are all jumping on that new trampoline. The neighbors next door, we can see them out the window. There's a new big old trampoline and they're all jumping on it right now. Summer times.
Yeah. There we go. Can you see that ink? You can see it pretty well on the screen. I think you can see it better on the screen than you can in person.
I have some colors here from Ohuhu I'm going to use to color my typical messy coloring style. I
think that's so fun that monkey is the idea that you're using. I love that.
So clever. Thank you to whoever put that in, because that was game changer right there. Because I
have
didn't
a
want to
feeling
be.
it was Ellen.
I think Ellen and Allison, I think, both said it, and I was like,
Card
yay,
monkey.
good idea. I can never remember like what part is light and what part is dark. So I think I'm doing this right. Lighter on the face, darker on the.
It's your art project.
Yeah, but this
You
is the
can
sort of
do
stuff
what
I
you
just
want.
don't retain, you know? Like, I have to look it up.
Well, I understand
I
not
was really
retaining
good.
things.
This is probably one of the first stamp sets that I ever bought when I started making cards. This little Mama Elephant set.
Oh,
And I know Rye used to stamp with it a lot too. God, I'm really not staying in the lines.
That's why I made a thick border
Yes.
around the edge.
as soon as you
Oh,
go
there's
out of the lines
bananas.
once, you can just make it a design choice.
Yes. Yeah, we'll say it's intentional.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with that.
I'm here for you. I'll be here all week.
Yeah.
Okie doke. We're going
You
to
doing
string
okay
something
temp-wise,
through
kiddo?
there because sometimes
100
birds
degrees
like
in here.
strings.
I'm tempted to open the window, but I think we might hear the kids jumping on the
Oh,
trampoline.
Well, Linda Veal would like to know which one or who inspires each other the most, but maybe not the most, but how do you inspire each other? Like you were inspired by Rye. Amy was inspired by Rye's ability to edit videos.
Well, Mom started crafting first, so that inspired me to craft.
Uh-huh.
And I like her coloring style and her blending also, so that's kind of incorporated into my art also.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
nice. Oh, really? I love it. So when you first started crafting together or creating together, did you do like lessons with her, Amy, or did you just kind of hands off, free form? Here's some stuff, go play.
I put, finger paints in her hands as soon as she was old enough. And when my mom was in the home that she was in, when her dementia wasn't quite as progressed, she was on a side of the facility that still interacted a lot and did a lot of like games and crafts and stuff. So I would kind of help out the activities people, and Rye was like, they would joke that she was on the staff with the activities people because she would interact with everybody at the home plus her grandma. So we would bring crafts and things to do that were pretty low key that they could do with the people at the facility. And she would do it too. So, and I've had every sort of crafting apparatus just available to her, I guess, to play with in whatever way she saw fit. So I didn't really need to teach her anything. She just kind of always had access to, whatever she wanted to try, and it just worked out.
So, Rye, you could say you're self-taught.
Oh, yeah, a little bit for most things. But if there's like an individual craft or anything, like Mom probably taught me.
All right.
It's nice to get a nod.
I did a little bit of highlights with the gel pen.
I'm going to do that. Oh.
Okay, then I'll take the scissors. I fussy cut faster than you anyway.
Yeah.
So as Rye has been getting more and more busy as a teenager, do you have a little less time with her in the craft room?
Yeah, I mean, she kind of fits in the crafting and drawing whenever she can. So it's not even necessarily in the craft room. She might be, doing it in front of the TV if we're watching a show together or something. So she's just always crafting and always drawing, independent of whether I am or not. So I'd say, yeah, she's around less. So I guess by definition, I'd be around her less, but that never really takes a back seat. It's always, there's other scissors here. Are those okay? Or do you want these? I can take those if.
So, as an ornithologist, as a budding ornithologist, did you study James J. Audubon? Because he did, and art. I mean, he did all those remarkable drawings.
I haven't specifically studied his work yet. Random facts and like learning about different birds, like as I travel places or like just in general.
My mom used to take Audubon classes, and we've gone to a couple Audubon events with her for other like birders and stuff. So yeah, we definitely know who he is.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what to do with this monkey. I don't know if he should. Do you think he should just sit on this kind of? What should I do? Kind of. Or do I need to make some sort of? Or put him down here.
Put him on there, and then you could use him to flip it.
Oh yeah, that's smart. Nice.
It's a little bit neon, I think, but
neon is fine. It's good. Tasty. Okay, now.
That's looking mighty cute.
I'm going to use my brush micron to go around the edges so it stands out more. I do it on the back like this so I don't smudge it in the front because I'm already making mistakes, so I don't want to smear it in there.
Good idea.
Better check the parameters. Are we hitting all the elements?
I am.
Everyone in chat, write if you want pie or not now. Say I want pie if you want pie now.
Yeah.
I do. But when don't I? When don't I?
Yeah.
Pie's just the best.
Yeah.
Unless it's cookies, then cookies are the best.
Oh, yeah. It's funny. Most of my friends don't like pie that much for some reason. It's like surprising. But I do have one friend, she makes cookies all the time and she like sells them at like events at school. Like if we're at a rehearsal for theater, she'll just like bring a box and sell them. Or at a football game or something. It's funny, but they're really good. But
I will be making a pie on Sunday.
Oh, for Papa?
For Papa, yep.
Oh.
Every Father's Day and every one of my dad's birthdays, I make him a coconut cream pie because that's his favorite.
Oh, those are delicious. Thank you, Hat Trick, for the pie fund.
What was that?
Hat Trick gave us a super chat for the pie fund.
Oh, right. Oh, come on here. I'm looking for. Probably want to finish this. Similar colors we've got going on here. I've got to have some sort of monkey pun sentiment here, but I can't think of where it might be, of course.
You could just think of one.
Yeah, but I don't like my handwriting. I'm going to find a stamp.
That old handwriting. It's a bugaboo.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah Liz. If Ellen is still around, she could help with a monkey-based sentiment. That's kind of up her alley.
Oh, Sarah Liz. How about that? How about Amy using your stencil or your dice set tonight? How about that? That's pretty good. I just lost my oh no, it's right here. That was great.
I am still trying to find something.
We need a monkey signal, like a bat signal, but with a monkey for Ellen.
Yeah.
For it to put up in the air. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo.
Oh, well, this is sloth, but there's a let's hang out.
Yeah, that could work.
That might work. Maybe. This is the downfall of having too many things.
You could do a banana.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think if I know any let's monkey around. Eating any good bananas? I love your banana pie recipe.
Yeah.
These are bad. Hope your day is. Oh, life has been bananas. Life has been bananas. That might be good. You know, sometimes
banana.
it gets a little bananas.
There's a bunch in the chat right now, but I know you said you didn't like your handwriting, but there's good ideas.
Oh, where's that from? It was Pink and Maine. Somebody was asking.
Swinging by.
It's super old. I don't know. It's called Sloth Dies. And Sloth. Yeah. Well,
Pink and Maine is going to be at Paper Ganza. We are happy to say. There, he's got his key. So he doesn't. Maybe he should be by a door. No, don't start. Don't. No. Oh, that pie's looking mighty good there.
Tasty.
That could be on the front of a pie menu for a cafe. I would buy it.
I'm going to use this Ohuhu marker because I don't have many opaque white markers other than a white gel pen, but this might be a little thin.
I don't have any of the Poscas or anything either, so I don't know. Posca or Sharpie, I know have white opaque markers. At least I think they do. Did I make that up? I don't know. Chatterbox, do you want to poll on do you like the Posca white opaque pens or Sharpies? I think that would be a public service to know that.
I have to figure out how to spell that.
Posca is P-O-S-C-A.
What were you saying, Ryan?
Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Posca. I got some to customize shoes. So maybe that's why they're a bit messed up. But whenever I use them, like they're not very opaque, or they are opaque, but the white just like disappears. And they like, whenever you write, it just splatters like all over the place. So.
Yeah, these acrylic paint pens seem to be a good option for sure.
Yeah. They're really opaque and I like the way they write.
Maybe that's the answer then.
Yeah, it's definitely a good option.
I'm thinking he should have his door right here. Now that I have this, because he's not so big. I think he could have a little wooden door, so it looks like he's going to go home. I think
maybe it could be a birdhouse.
Oh my goodness!
That's so cute.
I'm not sure if I haven't. Well, if I did it bigger,
he's smearing this all over.
I think that's a cute idea, though. Woo.
I'm just doing a little sentiment. Oh, the magnet?
Yeah.
Rye just got this ripped right out of her hands because there's this magnet ruler on the glassboard and I just pulled it right out of her hands and scared her.
The glassboard magnets are so strong.
Yeah. Well, especially this honker, this ruler thing.
Yes. Yeah, it does. You don't want to even have a pacemaker around that one.
Right.
It's like an MRI on your desk.
Yeah.
Where did you say that pie
Oh, look at this. Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
do it just a
It
little
might be on the inside.
Okay, we're going to try something.
I don't know if we'll be able to find it, but I
Okay.
just totally I did not freehand stamp this well. I gotta do it again.
See, that's his little door, and he can have a little keyhole there.
I'm gonna put this on now.
Looking through the keyhole. That's going to be okay.
Oh my gosh, Ryan, that is so cute. I think you should put some bling on that.
Yeah.
I have the bling.
We'll just
So
add
the
some
poll
wood.
has 50 votes, 32 at Posca White, 32%, 26% at Sharpie White, and then 42% at a different white marker.
Can I vote?
Interesting.
Did
Okay.
you vote? Yeah, go ahead. Right,
Because I don't have I have my gel pens, but I don't have, it's not really for big things like that, for big projects.
You'll have to put in the comments which marker.
Yeah, because I think that's a public service, honestly. People want to know those kind of things, indeed.
Trying to clean up this art surface for you so I don't get my ink everywhere. What color did you pick?
I use Crystal Metallic Safari Sequins from Colorful Life Design.
Yay.
There you go.
Do I have a home sweet home?
I need to go wash my hands or this is calamity.
And then that's going to be right there. So it looks like he's going home. Oh.
That's very cute.
Oh, thank you. Well, you were my inspiration for Bird. Faux wood. Gotta have it.
Home tweet home.
Home tweet home. I'm sure I have that somewhere, but maybe I can just be brave and write it. Like my guest. Home tweet home. I don't usually have my project too high up, but I did that time. There's a first time for everything. Wow, now it's like Posca 25, Sharpie 20, different 54. Whoa. Home tweet home. Let's do it.
Artistro, white acrylic pen.
I think Karen has white acrylic pens too.
Sharpie acrylic white brush pen.
How many sequins do you guys usually put on a card?
3 to 5.
Yeah, I usually do 6 because I usually do it like on 2 corners of the drawings and I want to keep it even.
Oh, gotcha.
Even while being odd.
Yeah.
Altenew white marker.
Oh.
Yeah, the Altenew acrylic markers are good too.
Jelly roll marker.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what we have, and those are. Oh well, it's not a marker, I guess. We just have the Jelly Roll pens, and those get.
Yeah.
Those get
And they're
gunked up
good.
and
But they're not
great.
they're not like paint. They're just not. If you needed a paint.
That's so cute. I don't know if they have any markers for Jelly Roll, but the pens at least are. I find them good for highlighting, but
Right.
usually they're not too useful.
I use mine a lot for highlighting, and they've always served my purpose, but I'm thinking just a little for something a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Home tweet home. But I know what you mean. But they're great for little highlights and things.
Deborah says belly roll, but then she said, oops, fat fingered.
That's
So I
funny.
think she meant jelly roll.
Yeah,
And then
so-
I think another one is a Marvy white acrylic pain marker.
Oh, Marvy. Yeah.
I think that's another
I'm
little
done. Well,
typo.
I'm going to try to find that.
Home tweet home.
Here,
I'll have
can I
to
give you
erase
this back, kiddo?
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys,
Are you
for all
done
your
with that?
input.
I'm going to pick some blingage now. I might go with
Bling
green.
So, Rye and Amy, I know you're friends with Alice and Haikila
Mm-hmm.
and Ree and Rye. Do you
Yep. Ree and Rye.
you have you gotten together to hang out or no?
Yes.
have? Okay.
She, I think it was it last year, Al? I know she's in the chat. Her kids, well, she's from Long Island, New York, and I'm in Michigan, and her kids had a competition for robotics because both of her kids are just wicked talented and smart.
Mm-hmm.
And they were coming here to Michigan, and she's like, is this anywhere near you? And I was like, I could pretty much walk there. It was amazing. It was perfect. She was right just down the street. So I was able to pick her up and meet her kids and take her around and spend some time with her. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that her whole family will be able to come stay with us this summer. We're still trying to work that out. But
Oh, that would be
yeah,
lovely.
they're amazing. I love the whole family. So I hope they can come
Right.
stay with us.
Well, we enjoyed meeting
Alan,
Rye and hanging out with them. They were really cute together. She's very talented too.
Yes. Her and Rye have so much in common. I know
I can imagine.
I mean, they even both play the violin. So it's just, they're just so similar. And Al and I are so similar. So it's always just like, of course, we have that in common. It's like laughable how similar we are. We just kind of like chuckle at this point. Like, of course, we both love bats and
Yeah.
possums and, like just ridiculous things. Like, yeah. Okay. Oh, I already
Mom,
got to figure out what color I just did. I think I had crystal metallic chameleon. I think that's what I just used. Forgot to show you guys. What, kiddo?
I saw a possum.
Oh, nice.
Possums.
Okay. Possum Squishmallow. It's those squishy pillow stuffies.
Oh,
She saw one that was of a possum.
Oh my goodness.
I love kind of random animals here. Raya, are you still looking for the pie stencil? I think it's probably going to be too big for your card anyway. So
Is it like a pattern? Or is it
it's an actual shape. So I don't think it would work.
picturing it like a pattern?
She was looking for there's like a pie stencil from a Colorful Life design. She's going to put that on the inside, but I think it would be too big in size for the dimensions on her card anyway.
Well, now I know, Amy, that you like being efficient. And it sounds like your daughter is also efficient, or she couldn't do what she does, all the things she is doing. Did you instill that? Do you think she just picked it up from watching you? What do you think?
I think she definitely had it in her, but I think during COVID, she actually did 5th grade entirely virtual from home. And not all kids thrive. I recognize that. She thrived because she's very good at managing time and she's very dutiful and responsible. So she really excelled and kind of got exposed to, okay, well, I can't just walk up to my teacher's desk and ask a question. So she learned how to compose proper emails, and like she kind of had a unique experience and gained some skills that way. But I do think at her core, she would have been efficient anyway. But I think things like that along the way, and my personality, and also the way that I kind of try and raise her, I do think contributes. But I think at her core, she would have been that way regardless. So
yeah, she seems to have quite a lot together. I love it. She's a very nice gal.
Yeah, very well rounded, which was what we wanted for her between the music and Spanish immersion and, just opening different neural pathways in the brain. We wanted to make sure she was well-rounded. So
Nice.
And we just have the one, so we're able to pour everything into her and, make it happen. So are you about, I think you're almost done.
I'm just doing a second coat, so it's more.
Second coat of the white there, but I did go with the let's hang out. Oh, I didn't
like
glue
that.
that very good.
I like
Didn't
it.
glue that well.
And
A
I
little
really
bit more.
I like how mine turned out too. It's just kind of, I love this.
I
I love
love
craft
the color.
roulette.
I love the colors, and that
It's so
bird is so
cute.
cute.
It's really,
It looks
really
like a
cute.
park, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Park colors.
Oh, I love that stamp.
I know.
That stamp
There's
is so
just
cool.
some that just will never leave my collection, and this is one.
I love anything that looks like ink swiping or kind of loosey-goosey like that, for lack of a better explanation.
So so one of the videos this week that I watched was by our leading lady, 5K, now 6K Limon. And she said she used something on her card, and she said, I didn't know why I had it. I didn't know why I'd kept it all this time. And then she goes, but now I do. Craft roulette was the reason.
Yeah.
And I
Nice
loved
to do.
that. I thought that was just wonderful. And I was going to share that earlier, and I forgot. She had kept it all this time because of craft roulette. She didn't even know. Well, thought that was very fun.
Are you all done, kiddo?
Yeah, I just finished.
Do you want to...
Okay. Well, let's make sure we got all those parameters in there then. And do you want me to start? I can start, and then we'll let you describe your justification of your card.
Trim a little bit. Do you want me to start? I can.
You can if you want.
Oh,
Real quick, I think you have to trim just a touch off of this so that you can put
So it
tape
fits
just
in.
along the bottom. I would grab a thinner, like the 1/4 inch. Sorry, I'm trying to help her find the tear
No,
tape.
you're good. Let me go ahead and go through mine so you can help her. And then my matchbook card, I did a pretty classic matchbook card. It doesn't have any measurements per se, so I'm sorry I can't help you. But my park colors, a lot of grass green and a pretty little bird that lives in that park, so he's naturally the right colors. He's going home to his home tweet home. He's got a little key that he carries around. He's a, what is that called? A key lock, match key kid? He's a match key bird. And he's got latch key, and he's got lots of straight and curved lines. So I think I got it. And this is like from a park playground. So that's how I did it.
Awesome.
Fun.
I love, and I love that you tied a bird in there.
Yeah. Well, I had I had some good inspiration.
Yeah. Okay. So I have for obviously the matchbook here, which I wonder if I should trim that down a little bit, make it a little easier to get in there. But I have the matchbook design. I have that's not my notes. I have the park colors, browns and greens, just trees, and obviously the blue sky. My element is a monkey. And for my straight, obviously I have the straight edges here. And for my curved, I have this cool little die curly Q from Trinity Stamps.
Yeah.
So that's mine. And Rye
really
is finishing hers up right now.
And I really like that your palm tree goes on the flap too. That was a good touch.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I need to trim this just a touch. Are you ready to come in here, Rye, and show yours?
I think I messed up the base a little bit because I can't really take it out very easily. But
they're a little hard.
Here I have some sequins, a key lime pie drawing I did, the stencil, and then I just used an alcohol marker to make this green here.
Oh, okay.
And then in Ohuhu white paint marker to do the word.
Well, I think that will be one of the
Oh,
most
and key
delicious
lime.
looking cards of the week. It's beautiful. I love it.
Thanks.
I
Thank
do.
you.
And we all got to use stencils from Mary Kay, so that's good.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Look at the, and very park colors. Last week we had 1980s, and they were bright and crazy, and we'll see what we get this time. I bet we get some amusement park colors, though, so it'll be bright.
Yeah, for sure.
It'll be fine. Oh, ladies, you did a good job. I'm glad you came on and spent the evening with us. We're going to let everybody else know how to play and do things like that, and then we'll come back and say goodnight. Does that sound okay?
Sounds good.
Man, they did great. That pie looks so yummy, doesn't it? Ooh, we got some good cards started. I don't know. I didn't see any cards coming in, but I don't look all that much. But I bet they're already coming in, and we want you to send in your card too. Remember the things that I talked about earlier during my speech, but just include those 4 parameters in a family-friendly way. Following those guidelines, send it to craftroulette.live. There's a submission or something card place on there. Just use that. It's real easy. If you can upload to Facebook, you can upload to this. It's not hard. It really is fun, and we love first timers. Don't be. I know some of you are lurkers, but this could be your week. This is not that hard. You can do it. You really can. You saw what we did. Even a child can do it. Of course, she's kind of an advanced child, but it's fun. We have great guests every week. You know, we love to have you visit us in the Chatterbox because we always leave a seat for you. Next week, we get the Purple Princess from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. Christine Bertram will be coming back. I don't know how many times she's been on. Justine D will be joining us after that. I watch her videos when she does her Craft Roulette cards, and I giggled the whole way through. Tina Juan Kenobi, you know her as 50 Shades of Crafting or Crafts in the Chatterbox. She will be joining us from the Philippines on our Independence Day in the United States. And then Hannah C., who will be new to us. We will get to meet her. I think she's very talented. I'm looking forward to having her on. And then Charlotte, I think she says Malott. You know, we only email, so I'm not sure how she says her last name. But she is our contact with Your Paper and Cider, and I've gotten to know her over the years, sending her many people that say, hey, they've won one of your kits. So she's a delightful woman. I'm looking forward to having her on so I can learn how to say her name or to forget how to say her name. But join us every week because we have new fun friends to follow. And if you haven't followed Amy's Wares yet, please do. We would appreciate bumping her numbers up a little bit. And because it's just, we do support a lot of small channels, and we love having them on. There's so much talent out there, and we love spreading the talent around to you. So thank you, and let them have that love by going over to their accounts and leaving them a little heart or some thumbs up or some comments. Tell them you saw them on Craft Roulette. Tell the big people that you want to see them on Craft Roulette. We would appreciate that too. But don't be obnoxious. I know you're not. Join us every week. Well, there's those members we talk about so much. We do so appreciate. That's why we're here, is because our members support us so that we can afford to be here every week. And they are nice folks. I get to meet a lot of them on Zoom calls, like the Silver. We have a lot of folks come over on twice a month after Craft Roulette, and we hang out and talk about the important things of life, like parameters. And it's just nice to get to know people. Man, we learn all sorts of things, and it's just nice. They're just nice folks, very interesting. We hear background stories of how they got started watching Craft Roulette or crafting, and they've got such great ideas. It's a wonderful thing. And then Gold also has extra calls, but they have a lot of other things too, like their own private Facebook group, and we have fun over there. They're a jolly bunch. And then our Bronze, we appreciate you every time I send out a goodie bag. I think I got a bronze member to thank for sending this out. So thank you so very much, everyone. It's a huge boost to us, and emotionally, financially, and it's wonderful.
Keeps me coming back.
Keeps him coming back, and we got to have him here or we won't have a show. They don't leave me with buttons. You see, on Wednesday night, I can mess them up pretty fast. Thank you. For more information, go to craftroulette.live/support. Maybe if you can't afford it, don't worry about it. Give us that thumbs up and subscribe. That is a wonderful, wonderful thing. Well, it's time to give away some stuff. We got some great stuff to give away. We always have fun this part. Don't we love this part? If you sent in one of those 407 cards last week, looks like 388 decided they want to be eligible for the giveaways. Your name is on that great big spinner. And the first thing we are going to be giving away is a Krog. A Krog, you ask? What in the heck is a Krog? Well, it isn't a frog with a crocodile. No, it is a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. Good luck to everybody. Oh, corny dog. You're fun. We should do things like that. Yeah. Terry Kellum. Congratulations, Terry. I don't think I've ever gotten the pleasure to send you anything. I look forward to hearing from you. After all the spinning is done, please go over to craftroulette.live, claim your prize, and fill that out. But you have to wait until the spinning's done. For a Craft Roulette goodie bag, this does need to stay in the United States unless if it's in somewhere else, I will send you a Krog, if customs will allow it. Nicola Gold. Congratulations, Nicola. What a great name. I love it. Thank you for sending in your card. Make sure you use the same email that you did when you sent your card in so that our program that is amazingly programmed will recognize you as the rightful owner of the Krog and such. Karen Bernison, $25 gift certificate. They have a new release this week. Lots of videos out, lots of ideas. They're good. They're so cute. Chris, Chris sends in so many. I never give her a shout out, but she sends in lots and lots of bonus cards, and they're just great. So Chris, congratulations, and thank you for all those bonus cards that you send in. Your last name looks French, and those things scare me. So we'll just call you Christy, and we appreciate you. For a Trinity gift certificate, wanting to say happy birthday every week to Trinity. It is their 6th birthday. And I know Tanisa works really hard. Oh, it's Miss Scotland. She had 100 cards this week, too. Rachel, congratulations. I'm excited for you. She lives in the way north of Scotland in the Shetland Islands. So that's very cool. I hope we can get that fixed up for you. Okay, here it comes. It's not Paper Crafter. It's Pajama Crafter Stamps. Pajama Crafter Stamps. In the process. Do I get an applause for that, please? Okay, good. For a $25 gift certificate, she's got some really cute new things going on, too. Got a little bag of them myself this week. Marcy Serve, congratulations, Marcy. I was kind of hoping we would get Ocean in the element tonight so I could use some of those new stamps from Pajama Crafter Stamps. Oh my gosh. Somebody put some tape on her mouth. I know some people want to, but it's not going to happen. All right, let's bring them back to say goodnight. Congratulations. Make sure you let me know you want those prizes. And send in those cards so you can be eligible for next week. Ladies, was it fun?
It sure was.
Yeah, it was very fun.
That's impressive because 15-year-olds are sometimes really hard to impress. It's kind of like, I know they have a good time, but they're not going to admit it. So that is pretty good. Do you have something that you have drawn beside your pie that I forgot to ask?
Not today, but
okay.
I have drawn other things.
All right. You might ask
She was
your-
wondering. I think she was wondering if you do something else right now.
Oh,
Oh, that's okay. But you know what? If you picked out a couple things, I think we would all enjoy seeing it over on our Facebook group. So maybe your mom would upload them there so we could see what kind of things you've done. I'd like that. I know that her mom had some things handy, but she does like the sculptures and things, so it was easier to grab, I think.
Mhm.
But I would love to see what you come up with.
I mean, your art's everywhere in the house.
Yeah.
That one I can't really pick off the wall, but
Yeah. Yeah.
in the drawer.
So how your YouTube channel? You've been busy over there. You were doing 3 videos a week. Are you still?
I still do. Yep. I do typically Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Assuming there's not like a new release or something.
Right.
But typically that's what I stick to is that. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that'll keep you out of trouble.
she's
think
grabbing
gonna-
some little
I
little
do
things.
have little sculptures that I do sometimes, but not too often.
You're gonna have to hold it close
Yeah,
to
you're
that.
going to have to hold them
Here's
up
a
to
little
other way.
puffin.
Oh. Look at those fingernails.
Here's
That's
the
adorable.
axolotl.
The axolotls. They are very, very popular. That's a really good
And
one.
here's a shark.
Those are cute. What do you make those out of?
Polymer clay.
Man, that's fun.
Yeah.
Well done. Thank you for showing. And I do still want some of your art on the Facebook group. We
Yeah,
would
I'll
love
share
to see
some
that.
stuff.
Well, we do something real silly at the end, but it's very important. We kiss our brains. And I'm telling you, sometimes you just need a good kiss in the brain. So that's what we do. And we do it every week. Chatterbox. Thank you. You're going to get a lot of I love it rice. And because they're really cute. Isn't she talented? Thank you, Amy, for sharing her.
Yeah.
Right. Tyler. I'm going to get it messed up. Paper pajamas.
It's late. It's late.
It is.
Everybody needs pie.
It's Friday night. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here, Miss Producer. Well done. Chatterbox, as always, we owe you a debt of gratitude for your ideas. Join us Wednesday when I steal some art. Maybe you'll catch me this week. And then next Friday, because we have Christine, right? Christine Bertram. Oh my goodness, that's always a party. Join us every week, please. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Night.